All right, U.S. law enforcement struggling to crack down on the rising use of social media by terrorist groups and would-be lone wolf attackers. Congress now stepping in and asking companies like Google, Facebook, and Twitter to be the new internet police. But the tech giants are pushing back. From the Wall Street Journal this morning, social media firms resist role of policing terror talk. Should social media companies be obligated to help fight terrorists on the web? I guess that's a big question that we're all asking this morning. Joe, I should ask you that one because you're in touch with these social media companies all the time. And we've been discussing this quite frequently on our Fox News show, Outnumbered, with various politicians, asking the question, does there need to be more involvement with public companies, or I should say private companies, but private companies with the government on monitoring terrorists, monitoring interaction in general that could be influential in what's happening in the United States? It's
a very good question, and it's all centered around the fact that it is all about communication, right? That ISIS and other terrorist groups are leveraging Twitter and Facebook, even Instagram and other video platforms and YouTube to disseminate their message. And so the bill that's being considered right now would actually be an extra step requiring these private companies to do so. You see a lot of bristling from these companies like Twitter and Facebook because, one, if people can't trust their information being stored on these sites, why would they continue to use them? But you also know that these sites are obviously free, and so you're paying a premium by selling your data. And the last thing we want, Robert, is government telling our companies what to do. But at some point, we do need some sort of interaction, right?
Yeah, but I believe that that's already taking place.
Exactly.
It's on many levels.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that the government is already watching what's being posted on Twitter or Google or
and there's
many of these
already
sites.
threat frameworks in place, right? There's already if there's abusive behavior or terrorist behavior, it is already banned on, for example, Twitter. The question is, do they identify the exact source of where this is coming from and hand it over when the government asks for even more information?
And it's all subjective. That's the part to me that's frightening. You're asking some executive in Silicon Valley to determine what a terrorist threat is or versus, just some hate speech or anything else that is perfectly legal.
All right. So what's a